Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, Bashim Makakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of great millstone and honest you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is a video, okay, kind of like a video, and don't worry about it, the search. That's just to get some images up. And I'm gonna entitle this corporate racism and image, okay, because all ideas, okay, can be signified by an image. Okay, the Bible speaks about Babylon and the image of Babylon. You can see that. What else? We read about the Bible, and we read about the image of the beast. Okay, we read about the description of the Lord, and the people of the world right now, basically, they got an image of the Lord, and it's counterproductive. Not counterproductive, but it's the wrong image. You know, let's not use any fancy word for it. Okay, it's totally the wrong image, and they do that. Okay, to basically have you worship them. Okay, the red Hebrew Edomites. Okay, and this video, this is going to be dealing with the image of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, okay, that they have of you, okay? Because really, when you're talking about, like myself, okay, you know, I'm working in an office or whatever, all right, and many other Israelite brothers out there, okay, brothers in the faith, in a particular environment, okay? I mean, you keep it salty and you keep everything at peace. The scripture says, if it possible, be at peace with all men. All right, but when the fit hits the shan, so to speak, okay, what you end up realizing is you're treated like a second-rate citizens, only in certain ways, okay, but it's there, okay. When pay rise time comes, you feel it, okay. If it is, you're conducting yourself in a salty fashion, and your day to day is somewhat okay, but when the get going, okay, you feel it, okay, whether you apply for that particular promotion, of which, hey, when that thing comes around, really, Jake's brothers that are in this truth, in this faith, usually you're the best candidate for that because you have a higher wavelength of thinking. You think outside of the box, okay? You think in a way that's going to progress, whether it is be a chicken and chip shop business, man. The way you think as a brother within the faith, you think on a higher plane, a level playing field. So sometimes you do end up being the best candidate for those positions. But that's not to say it's given to you, okay, with open arms, so to speak. Okay, there's an element of psychological difficulty. Okay, that is to say, if you was a so-called white person, okay, or at least a Jake that was white on appearance, the way they was gonna reflect on your character was gonna be different, man. The way they was gonna react to your character was gonna be a lot more. You was gonna be deemed as intellectual. You was gonna be deemed as exemplary, okay? But because there's an image out there that they push, which is an image going back onto the scriptures, okay, the enmity between the woman, which is the children of Israel, okay, and the serpent, okay, which is an image of you, okay, just as a nigger with flies around your mouth, man, okay, whether you are Hispanic, they look at you as a grass cutter, man, okay, or whatever degrading image that they have for a Hispanic, a Native American. That's the image that they have, because when you switch on your TV, you're not seeing affluent, okay, intellectual Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans on the TV. You're seeing, okay, Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans living in the most deplorable, okay, most jacked up situations that you have out there, okay, and that's intentional. That's not to say when you go out there in Nigeria, there's just poverty. There's parts of Nigeria that's on a higher level than America. There's parts of the West Africa that are on a higher level than America, man, or Britain, wherever you want to call it. Okay. Now, through economic sanctions that they put upon these places, that's where you have the poverty, the so-called African poverty. They'll tell you about how your country's supposed to be poor and where you go back, and they'll do it in, like I said, it's subtle ways. For instance, you might say, look, I'm going on a holiday back home. Oh, how much is a pound worth over there? Okay. As if to say that's, they're really interested in how much it's worth. It's a thing of pride, man. And that's how this devil operates. But the purpose of this video that I'm saying is that what? There is an image that they have painted for you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and they've pushed out there. And it's not an image of prestige. Okay, you might roll out there within a suit. You're just a nigga with flies around his mouth and a suit, man. You might get the most fanciest Mercedes Benz. You're just a fly eating, okay, doo-doo smelling, okay, Negro or Hispanic or Native American in the Mercedes Benz. Okay, just like how you have the circus and they put the monkey on the bike. That's what you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are in the eyes of these red Hebrew Edomites, man. Now, like I said, really they're supposed to look at you on a higher level because of the scriptures and how the scriptures make a man, okay, face to shine. Okay, the Bible speaks about how ultimately, okay, the righteousness of a man, okay, makes his enemies to be at peace with him. But let's not get it twisted, man. That tension is there, man. Okay, and the Most High is going to destroy these Edomites, okay, for what they've done to our people, because they'll say like, oh, you Negroes, this is the image that they associate to you Negroes, man. I mean, I'm just using that. Okay, I could have used anything, okay, something that was relevant to the Hispanics or whatever. That's what they have out there for you, and that's never going to change, man. Okay, like the scripture says, they might be smiling, but there's swords in their mind. They're thinking, okay, we're gonna promote him. Okay, but we gotta watch this nigga twice as much. Okay, as we watch our own people, man. And I've experienced this from first hand, man. Okay, here it is, you're trying to go for a particular thing, and you're more than qualified, but they'll put another person in there. Okay, that might be of a particular persuasion in terms of color. Okay, and that person will be the worst option. Okay, but hey, you take it on the chin, and we do that with what? With the hope that when the Lord comes back, all of these people that do us dirty, okay, and I really do mean do us dirty, because Jake's got a thing out there of making it out that the problem, there's a problem with the world when they're the problem, man. Okay, you gotta get your shit together, man. Like I always say to the people around me, I say, look, yeah, you got a problem with this person, but guess what? You got problems, okay? You gotta find where your problems stop and where their problems start. And that's a fine line, man. Because here it is, you could be the most narcissistic sociopath that you have out there. You're talking about other people's problems. You got to get your shit together, man. Okay, that's the person's problem, but what about you? Okay, our argument always has two sides. Otherwise, it's just a statement. So let's go ahead within the book of Genesis, the 3rd chapter, and we'll go straight to the point. So it says here, okay, the Genesis 13, it might be about 16th verse. Genesis 3 and 16, he says, and unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow, that thou shalt bring forth children, and that thy desire shall be towards thy husband. No, 15th verse, it says, 15. Okay, 14th verse. The Lord said unto the serpent, because thou hast had, okay, this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field, and upon thy belly shalt thou go, like the slithering serpent that these devils are. That's how they maneuver, man, like a slithering serpent. Okay, this ain't talking about the actual, the snake in the ground, man. This is talking about a people with snake-like characteristics, man. Okay, that's the red Hebrew Edomites. And I put enmity between the woman, and between thy seed, and it shall bruise the heel, and thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay, and that reminds me of Jacob and Esau, how they was born, one holding the heel. Okay, that was that enmity, man, and that's that friction that exists, and it exists, man. Okay, it exists. You could tell me everything you want to tell me, but you can't get around that, because they got that image that they put that image out there, because that's how they think about you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and that's how they want the world to think about you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. Okay, because what? First and foremost, because we went off of the law, statute, commandments of the Lord, but because the Most High set it up to where there was going to be friction between the elder and the younger, going back onto the man, Jacob and Esau. And right up until this date, might be only in subtle ways. Here, because we conduct ourselves on a higher level. The men at Great Millstone, we conduct ourselves in a professional, okay, like the scripture says, in a professional manner. The scripture says, be as harmless as a dove, but as sharp as a serpent. So you see these things around you, but guess what? You're gonna be sharp as a serpent. Sometimes you just gotta have it to where it goes over your shoulder, man. Okay, or it is what it is. You keep it moving, man. Okay, so that's the image that they have of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. But the Lord is gonna return that prestige back onto us, man. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say all praise unto Yahweh, Bashimi, Asai, Bashimi, Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone, honest you brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.